Dear students, in the previous videos we have seen that an electric current can be induced in a coil by changing flux produced by another coil or flux change produced in the same coil. Now this is what we are going to learn in these videos. But if you see, the flux through a coil is always proportional to the current. Now here comes a question, sir, how can you say that flux through a coil is proportional to the current? Simple. Whenever you are going to change the current, what will happen? The magnetic field produced by the current carrying coil will change. So whenever the magnetic field is going to change, if it links with respect to another coil or itself, it is called as change in flux. So obviously the flux is going to change. So if you increase the current, the magnetic field increases and the flux also increases. If you decrease the current, the magnetic field decreases and the flux linked with respect to another coil or with respect to itself will also decreases. So simply we can say that the flux is directly proportional to I, that is current. Now if you differentiate or divide with respect to dt, you are going to have d phi by dt is directly proportional to di by dt. Now this is for how many number of turns? Only for one number of turns. Suppose if the coil is having n number of turns, then that flux is nothing but n times of that. So n phi b is directly proportional to I. Now if you are going to equate them, now the constant of proportionality in this relation is called inductance. So the inductance is a proportionality constant which depends only on the geometry of the coil and intrinsic material properties. Now inductance is a scalar quantity. Its dimension formula is ml square t to the power minus 2 a power minus 2, which is given by the dimensions of flux divided by the dimensions of current. Now here the SI unit of inductance is Henry, which is denoted by capital H, which is a scientist. As a noun we are going to represent with the scientist name. Now there are two types of induction are there. One is self-induction, another one is mutual induction. Self-induction, see the name itself, self. Self means if it is linked with respect to itself, that is the flux is linked with respect to itself, it is called as self, and if it is linked with respect to another one, it is called as mutual. Now let's see the first one, that is self-induction. Self-induction is a phenomena of inducing EMF in the self coil due to change in current and hence the change in magnetic flux in the coil. We all know that whenever current changes, the magnetic field changes, and if this magnetic field is linked with respect to itself, so the flux will change, and this change in magnetic flux with itself will induce EMF in the same coil. This phenomena of inducing EMF in the same coil due to change in current and hence the change in magnetic flux in the coil is called self-induction. Now, the induced EMF opposes the growth or decay of current in the coil. Growth means increasing current, decay means decreasing current. So, because according to Lenz's law, we know that always the induced current will oppose the cause it produced. So, if the increasing current is going to produce the induced EMF, it will oppose that. If decreasing current is going to produce the EMF, it will oppose that, and hence delays the current to acquire the maximum value. So it will not allow the current to reach the maximum value. Self-induction is also called inertia of electricity. I hope we have learned about inertia in class 11. Inertia is nothing but what? Which always opposes the change that is produced in it. So here self-induction is nothing but inertia of electricity because it is going to oppose the growth or decay of the current in the same coil because of variation of current in the coil. Self-inductance. What is self-inductance actually? Now we have seen the formula of inductance, that is nothing but phi directly proportional to I. If current increases, the flux will also increase. So phi equal to L into I. Here L is called proportionality constant, which is called as self-inductance. Self-induction is a phenomena, self-inductance is a constant. Please remember. where L is the constant of proportionality and is known as self-inductance or coefficient of self-induction. Now, if current is equal to 1, that means if the amount of current passing through the coil is 1 ampere, then you're going to have the equation as L is equal to phi, which is nothing but the flux. So self-inductance is nothing but the flux itself. So we can define self-inductance as the magnetic flux linked with a coil when unit current flows through it. So whenever unit current flows through a coil, the magnetic flux linked with the coil itself is called self-inductance. Now, by using Faraday law of magnetic induction, E is equal to minus d phi by dt. But what is a phi here? L into I. So substitute the value here. So you're going to have the expression as E equal to minus L into di by dt. As L is constant, we are not going to differentiate with respect to time. Now, if dl by dt is equal to 1, if di by dt is equal to 1, then L is equal to E. Again, we can define the self-inductance as the induced EMF set up in the coil through which the rate of change of current is unity. So whenever the rate of change of current becomes 1, then self-inductance is nothing but the induced EMF. SI unit of self-inductance is Henry. It is just like inductance. Self-inductance is said to be 1 Henry when 1 ampere of current in a coil links magnetic flux of 1 Weber. Or self-inductance is said to be 1 Henry when unit rate of change of current induces EMF of 1 volt in the coil. Self-inductance of a solenoid. So what is the expression for self-inductance of a solenoid? So here I am going to consider a solenoid coil. Let L be the length of the solenoid coil. A is the area of cross section of the solenoid coil. And I is the amount of current passing through the solenoid coil. So whenever the current passing through the coil changes, so what is the expression for magnetic field? If you remember the magnetic field due to a solenoid, which is nothing but mu naught Ni. So B equal to mu naught N into I. So the magnetic flux linked across one turn of the coil is phi is equal to B into A. This is the definition of magnetic flux. But what is B? Mu naught N into I. Substitute the value here. You're going to have mu naught N I A. Now here small n is nothing but number of turns per unit length. You're going to have the value as mu naught to NIA by L. So magnetic flux linked phi equal to mu naught N square IA by L, because the above flux is for only one turn, but here it is for n number of turns. So whenever you have n number of turns, the flux definition is NBA. So n square, n into n square will come. But what is phi? According to the definition of self-inductance, phi equal to Li. So if you equate these two equations, we are going to have L is equal to mu naught N square IA by L, or simply we can say mu naught small n square A into I. Energy in inductor. So how you are going to produce energy in an inductor? Small work done dW in establishing a current I in the coil in time dt is, so we are going to determine the work done. Whenever you want to find the energy, first we have to determine the work done. What is work done? Work done is nothing but force into displacement, right? So here we are going to say it as minus EI dt. Now here comes a question, sir, where we got this formula minus EI dt? Actually, if you remember the work done in case of heat, so what is heat? VIT. So what is V there? Voltage. So here we are going to take it as EMF. E. I means current. Current already we have dt. dt means time. So VIT can be written as EIT. dW is equal to Li, since E is nothing but what? Minus L into di by dt. So if you integrate with respect to the terms 0 to I naught, what you are going to have? Half Li naught square. This is the energy produced in an inductor.